Arenas is coming to Apex Legends and it's about to completely change up the way we can play the game, and this is just the beginning. Respawn really plan to take Apex Legends beyond Battle Royale, not just in Season 9 but into the far future. But today we'll be talking specifically about arenas, how it works and how you can get a head start on day one. These tips will get you clued up about what you need to do in the game, so let's jump into it. First, let's take a look at how arenas will work. If you just want the tips, skip to that timestamp if you care about that more. Arenas is a 3v3 round-based game mode. When you ready up, you'll be queued into one of three maps. Party Crashes is first. It's a small-sized map where Mirage's crashed party boat takes the center of the stage. At the bottom, we have a small apartment complex, and up top, we have a waterfall area taking the high ground. Phase Runner is next. It's the largest arena map, giving players a bit more freedom of movement and opening up long sight lines for some good sniping potential. But don't get it wrong, Phase Runner is still small enough for you to be in battle within seconds of starting the game. Take the Phase Runner on the top side to quickly get into close quarters combat, run alongside the construction area at the bottom, or navigate through the trees, rocks and terrain in the middle. Finally, we have untouched portions of the BR maps, Artillery from King's Canyon, Gardens from Olympus and Thermal Station from World's Edge. One will be available every 2 weeks, starting with Artillery. So how does arenas actually work? You start the game like normal BR by choosing your legend. Once locked in, you'll be using that legend for the entire game. Next, you'll be able to purchase your items for round 1. There's a buy menu where you'll find weapons, abilities, meds and grenades for sale. Each time you click to buy on a weapon you've already purchased, it will upgrade it 1 level if you have the money for it, allowing access to level 1, 2 and 3 attachments and optics that you can switch out for that weapon. After the buy time is up, it's a fight to the death. There are supply bins with meds and crafting bins with materials you can use to get money to spend on future rounds. Each round, a ring will be shown on the map, which will kind of push your attention to that side of the map. Kill players and they'll drop their weapons and their meds on the ground for you to loot. Soon after, the ring will close in and an airdrop will land with more powerful weapons. The first squad to die will lose and the other team will get the win for that round. To win in arenas, you need to get a round win after maintaining a 2-round lead over your opponents. If it gets to a 4-4 tie, the final round will be sudden death, where the remaining team alive in that round will win the game. Now let's quickly talk about the economy. Unlike CSGO and Valorant, you do not keep the weapons you had in the previous round. Seems strange at first, but it works really well. There are only 9 rounds at max, sometimes just 3, so if a team could win the first round and keep their gear, it easily would lean in that team's favour every single time. So instead, you do not keep your weapons, and you do not get an economy bonus for winning either. You do get more money by killing players, and most importantly, collecting the limited crafting bins. On top of this, the economy scales up a bit more as each round goes on, so regardless of whether you win or lose, things escalate from level 2 armor and very basic weapons at the beginning, all of the way to 2 fully kitted weapons and red armor at round 9. The armor value will start at level 2, then after round 3 go to level 3, before maxing at level 5 at round 9. Even the care package escalates, starting with level 2 weapons with blue attachments and ending with care package weapons. So that pretty much explains the basics of Arena. It's fast paced, injects a new way to play where coordination, positioning and gunplay are even more important, but still gives us the freedom to use legend abilities to impact the outcome of a round. So now let's get into the tips and tricks that will help you out to get a bit of an edge on day one. The meta could evolve super fast, so I might have to update this once players get used to the game, but for now these things are going to be really powerful to help you get more wins and have more fun in arenas for at least the first week. Firstly, the crafting materials are everything. There are 2 to 3 spawns that are static in each map. If you collect them, you and your teammates get 200 money each that can be used in future rounds. If you can collect them and hold these points so that the enemies cannot get them, you'll easily be at an economical advantage. I really think the meta will revolve around holding these and stopping enemies from collecting them. Kills only give 75 each, and that's just for you, not for your team. The maps are pretty much symmetrical, with the crafting materials perfectly in the middle of you and your enemies. So to get there faster, have a legend like Octane or Pathfinder for faster speed. Alternatively, you can run against the arena wall and as soon as the timer goes, slide to get a movement beast and then just keep slide jumping every 3 seconds. Getting to the supply bins can give you 2 shield batteries, 1 phoenix kit and 1 med kit. These can be huge, so try to get there as fast as possible. Make sure to share the meds in the supply bins. You're not going to need so many meds for yourself in one round, so it can be a huge benefit to share them out. Loba's ultimate costs 200 100, and it will allow you to easily steal the loot from a supply bin before the enemy can get close to it. The powerful thing about this is that the meds in the batteries and medkits would cost 350, and you can't even buy Phoenix kits, so you can see how valuable it is. All bins are blue, so Lifeline's passive will give you even more meds for free too. You can probably already see how Loba will be super powerful in arenas, and the same can be said about other legends that would usually not be that important. Because you don't need to use survey beacons or travel long distance safely, the typical meta legends for ranked like Pathfinder and Wraith aren't as important in arena. The arena legends meta will be completely different. Legends that get free peaks will be great. Everybody noticed both Gibraltar and Rampart were strong in arenas because of the arm shield and amped walls. Who knows how the meta will evolve, but abilities that can deny vision, deny areas, and give peaks safely are definitely more powerful than traditional mobility or positioning legends. Another thing to talk about is the weapon meta. To me, this seemed far more important than the legend meta. Making the right weapon purchases will be important. Let's say your enemies keep buying charge rifles. It's the most expensive sniper, so you'll know their secondary weapon won't be too good, so you should choose powerful close to mid-range weapons and use movement to push those players. But what if players keep buying SMGs and Peacekeepers? Maybe keeping a distance and using an assault rifle or marksman weapon with a 3x could be a powerful choice. Think about the weapons your enemies are using and try to counter them to get more wins. Some weapons seem pretty underpriced right now too, or some overpriced. The R99 should be cheaper in my opinion, and the Spitfire and Bow are way too cheap right now for what they offer. Also, you can get a free long-range sniper scope when buying the base level 1 version of any sniper, so the longbow can be a good first round long-range weapon. Don't forget that it's still Apex, you can revive your teammates and you should focus down players to secure kills. In the heat of things, it's easy to forget. Another thing is that you should always think about your position and the enemy's line of sight. You'll get focused very hard if you just run out in the open because there's nothing else for the enemies to do but to try and find you and shoot you. The maps are small, so if you get into an enemy's line of sight, you will be shot at almost immediately. Playing in and out of cover is going to be really important. Finally, let's talk about legend abilities. Every legend gets their passive for free, and some legends will get 1 or 2 uses of their tactical. The rest you have to buy. Each legend ability is balanced with a different price depending on their power. I didn't have enough time to play all of the legends to find out their value, but there's definitely some thought that went in here. For example, you can buy a total of 2 Valkyrie tacticals on top of the one given to you for free each round, but they cost 200 each. The ultimate, which isn't so useful in arenas, costs just 150. For Rampart, you can buy up to 9 walls for 50 each, and you get 3 for free. The ultimate costs 300, and you can only buy it every other round. Even though you can only buy a certain number of uses for the tactical for each legend, the normal cooldown rules still apply. It's going to be interesting to see how the meta with abilities evolves. I noticed that the Mirage ultimate could be bought every round, and it was pretty cheap, but it didn't really work as well as I'd hoped. We'll all have to play and experiment more with the abilities when Apex Legends Legacy launches. So that's pretty much it to help you get started with arenas on the launch of Apex Legends Legacy on May 4th. Are you excited? Let me know. I'll see you in the comments. Cheerio!